Hello and welcome to Change is Good. My name is Brian. Here we have another $500 box of half dollars. We'll be looking for silver, proofs, NIFCs, varieties, foreign coins, mint errors, anything worth more than face value. Let's do a live opening and see what we got on top. All right, let's see what we got. Nothing obviously silvery. All right, let's get into the rolls and see what's inside. We're on the first roll and we already have a variety. Let's go to the scope. Under the scope is a 1973 Denver. If you look at the lettering here and the words "In God," it's a little bit thicker than normal, and there are small notches in the bottom left corners of the I and the N right here. There's a split that runs from the top of the 1 down the bottom on the right hand side. There's a split here on the inside curl of the 9 on the right, and on the outside curl as well. Over here in the words "We Trust," there's extra thickness in all the letters. You can see little notches here on the serifs of the E, a notch here on the right side of the T. There's a split running down the right side of the leg here on the R, little split to the top of the U with extra thickness in the letter. The S is split from the top all the way down to the bottom with a big notch at the bottom serif. There's a little notch here in the 3 right in the center right here. This is the FS 101 in the Cherry-Pickers Guide, or DDO number 1 on Variety Vista. We're off to a good start. Let's keep going. We're on the second roll, and this time we have an NIFC. This one is a 2016 Denver with a mintage of 2.1 million. All right, let's keep going. Roll number 4 and another variety. Initiate scope cam. Here we have a 1971 Denver. Look at the letter I over here in the word "in." Has a nice split on the upper right, squared serifs at the left on the top and bottom with a split down each one. The date is a bit thicker than normal. The words "We Trust" are also a bit wider than normal all the way across. And the letter T in Liberty has a flattened squared serif on the left like this. This is the FS 102 in the Cherry-Pickers Guide, or DDO number 6 on Variety Vista. That's 2 Cherry-Pickers varieties out of 4 rolls already. I'm loving it. Let's keep going. We're on roll number 10, and the varieties just keep on coming. Let's go to the scope. Here's the reverse of a regular 1972 Denver. Let's do a comparison. Look at the lettering. Now let's look at a DDR. See how much thicker the lettering is? You can even see a notch here on the serif of the T right there. And right here at the bottom of all the letters on the right. Going all the way across. Look at the word "States." Look at the serif of the S here at the bottom. It's very, very widened with a split down the center. Same way over here on this S. There's also notching on the lower right corners of all the letters going all the way across. This is DDR number 1 on Variety Vista. The more obvious of the 2 you can find on this date. Let's get back to it. We're on roll number 13, and apparently 13 is a lucky number today. Let's go to the scope. Here we have a 1972 Philadelphia. Notice how thick the lettering is in the words "In God." There's a split here on the top serif of the G here, and the bottom serif as well right through here. The date also has some extra thickness. Over here in the word "Trust," you can see splits here at the bottom of the T right there. The right leg over here with a split running up all the way up to the top. The top of the U also has some splitting on both sides. The T on the end has splitting here at the far right. This is the FS 101 in the Cherry-Pickers Guide, or DDO number 1 on Variety Vista. This is the most valuable double die you can find on clad half dollars. It's a pretty good find. Let's get back to it. We're on roll number 15. I have something to show under the scope. Here we have a 1971 Denver with what I believe is a die gouge right in this area right here in front of the nose. You can see it was polished at one point to remove clash marks. As you can look in the fields and see all the polishing lines. So this appears to be damage that was left over after that happened. It's minor, but pretty cool. Let's get back to it. We're on roll number 22, and we have our 5th variety of the box. Let's go to the scope. Here we have a 1974 Denver. Check out the thickness of the lettering here and the words "In God." There's a split here on the left side of the 1 right through here, and on the left side of the 9 right here on the outside curl, and on the inside curl right down through here. Over here in the word trust, you can see notching and splitting all over the place. You can see a notch here in the upper left of the R right through here, the bottom right of the left leg. There's a split running through the R right through here on this leg, splitting the top of the U on both sides. The S is extremely doubled, so is the T. There's a defined notch right here on the back of the 4, right in here. This is the FS 101 in the Cherry Pickers Guide, or DDO number 1 on Variety Vista. It's a good find. Let's keep going. We're on roll number 24, and man, I'm stumped. Let me show you under the scope. Here we have a 1971 Denver. Look at the splitting here on the left serif the T up here, at the bottom of the T here on the left, at the bottom of the S right here. There's also what I believe some splits here on the upper right of the U right in this area. I don't know which variety this is, if it even is a variety, but man, it's got the signs of something different. I am not sure what it is. I'm going to show the whole coin under the scope. Maybe somebody out there knows what this variety is. I've looked at all the pictures on Variety Vista and nothing matches it. You can see the angle of the U at the top right here. It's not normal. There's splitting there, 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 and I believe there's a split out on here on the right side of the T as well. You can even see it right there. The coin looks rather normal everywhere else. I'll show you the reverse as well. It looks rather normal. I don't see any DDR on this one. A lot of the DDOs on the Variety Vista are also DDRs, and this does not seem to be one. Anyway, if someone out there knows what this is, please let me know. I am stumped. Let's go back to the hunt. We're on roll number 27, and check out this 1971 Denver. It's got a beautiful strike through on the L in Liberty. You can barely see the base of the L right there inside the stroke through area, but it's almost completely missing. This coin is also in really good condition. The hair detail is exquisite. I don't see much wear at all on this coin anywhere. It's probably low mint state. I'd say it's about a $20 or $30 coin. I'm loving this box. Let's keep going. We're on roll number 32, and yes, you guessed it, another variety. Let's go to the scope. Here we have a 1971 Denver. Notice how the font of the I is the older font from the 60s. And they're splitting here at the upper left of the I right there, the bottom of the N right through here, the center of the G right there, and the bottom left of the D right through here, as well as the 1 right on that serif right there. The date is also a bit thicker than normal. If you go over here to the word trust, you'll see it's a little bit misshapen and thicker than normal, with the top of the U sloping upwards to the right on both sides, with splits down here at the bottom of the S right there, and on the right side of the T right here, as well as the 1 right in this serif right there. This is DDO number 1 on Variety Vista. This is a pretty scarce variety I almost never find, so I'm happy. Let's get back to the hunt. We're on roll number 35, and we have another variety that I almost never find. Let's go to the scope. Here's a 1971 Denver. I'm holding the coin freehand so you can see the split right here in the mint mark, right here at the top serif. This is RPM number 2 on Variety Vista. Pretty tough one to find. And here you go. That's what it looks like. Nice little split here at the top of the D. All right, let's get back to the box. We're on roll number 44, and I have another one of those 1971D die gouges to show you under the scope. This one's found over here in front of the hair, right in this area right there. It's a raised area, probably a die gouge or some kind of damage. Not very significant, but still a find. Let's get back to the hunt. We're on roll number 45. We have another NIFC. This one is a 2010 Philadelphia mintage of 1.8 million. All right, let's keep going. Well, that's all she wrote. Now it's time for a recap of the hunt. Overall, that was a great box. We had no silver, but a lot of nice finds, 14 in total. We had 3 NIFCs, a 2006 Denver, a 2010 Philadelphia, and a 2016 Denver. We had 7 varieties, including 4 Cherry-Pickers varieties. We had a 71D RPM number 2, a 71D DDO number 1, a 71D FS102, a 72P FS101, that's the find of the hunt, a 72D DDR number 1, a 73D FS101, and a 74D FS101. Of course, we had 3 minor mint errors. This 1971D struck through grease, missing the L in Liberty, a couple of minor die gouges, And lastly, we have this 1971D with a mystery DDO. I don't know if it was hub doubled or master die doubled, a new variety, or just something I could not recognize with the pictures on the website. Maybe we'll find out one day. I didn't film these when I found them, but we also got 3 gem uncirculated 1996 Denvers. These will all grade at least a 65 or 66. They're beautiful coins. Looks like they're out of a BU roll. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this content, hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel. It won't cost you a thing. It'll make me smile really big. Now, if you have any questions or feedback, feel free to leave me a comment in the comment section below, and I'll get back with you as soon as I can. Thank you all again so much. And remember, every coin has a story, and some of those stories are a mystery. I'll see y'all next time.